right, Shalom. Shalom, first and foremost. We're going to give all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakak Wadash. Double honors unto the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone who rule well and teach well. Peace and salutations unto all the Akim. You brothers preaching this word in truth and in sincerity across the four corners of the earth. And shalom to the hopeful elect. You sincere believers scattered wherever you may be. All right, this is Brother Yaiquab from the branch of Gary branch of Great Millstone. Coming to you with a little in transit. Just through the spirit, going into basically the judgment of the nations, starting with Esau, Edom, and the kingdom of heaven. You know what I'm saying? The true Gentiles, the heathen. Basically just going into their judgment being slavery. All these nations that came up against the nation of Israel, all of them are going to be going into slavery in the kingdom of heaven. All right, so we're going to start with Brother got Revelation 13 and verse 10.
I'm going to start at verse 9.
It's
Revelation 13 and verse 9. It says, if any man have an ear, let him hear. It says, he that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. So that right there already starts it off well. It didn't say he that leadeth into captivity possibly go into captivity. He that leadeth into captivity should go into captivity. It says he that leadeth into captivity shall go. So it's pretty much already written to happen. It's prophecy.
Mm-hmm.
It's only a matter of time for it to actually play out because it really it's completed.
Mm-hmm.
It says he that killeth with the sword must, not shall, not should, not if you feel like it, must be killed with the sword. What does that refer back to? That refers back to just like in Cain and Abel. He says your brother's blood crieth for thee. What does that mean by really cry for thee? It's pretty much you got to make amends. And the only way to make amends, we're not wanting what's that called?
Reparations.
Yeah, we're not wanting reparations. We don't want $1. We don't want status in this world. We want your head.
Mm-hmm.
The same way that you have put our babies up for baby alligator bait, postcards, hanging out people ripping up by dogs. It's the same way you gonna have to go out, man. The Lord said, I'm gonna get it after this. I'm gonna wait. It says, he that killed with the sword must be killed with the sword. Here is the patience and the faith of the saints. You got anything to say before I get there?
So the patience, that's what we're patiently waiting for, and the patience going into suffering. So right now, we're playing out the suffering in our captivity still. All right, and then we have the faith, the belief that what the Lord said is going to come to pass. You know, everything that he has written either has come to pass, is coming to pass, or will come to pass. And this is all for his sake, man, for his great name's sake. It's the faith of the saints. Who are the saints? The Israelites. All right, there's no other nation that could be identified as the saints. You know, but you got.
It's not just for us; it's for him. Because you have to realize what you did to the apple of his eye. So not only do we want revenge, but foremost, he wants revenge more than anything because he has to sit there and watch. You put us into different type of captivity and different things that was off. Right,
vengeance is his. He's going to repay. Like the brother was saying, it's not in our hand to enact the vengeance now. Like the scripture said, it's the patience. We're patiently waiting for, the Lord has to get his first. He's going to get his glory first, and he's going to get these other kings of the nations first.
It's like when you're showing a movie, when a dad finds a person that raped his child, right?
Mm-hmm.
He may want to kill him, and some parents might kill him. But some parents be like, that's the easy way out. I'm letting you get out your judgment way smoother than what it really could be. So what's the Lord's judgment compared to what we were going to do? Right?
Exactly.
So the Lord's judgment is going to be 10 times worse than what we ever thought we could do to you. Because we're thinking on the carnal aspect.
Right. Woo! What is you're going to meditate terror upon their bed. Or we're going to be meditating terror because we're going to be perfected. And it's going to be done in righteousness. See, like the brothers always mention, when people think of slavery, they think of what Esau, Edom did to us.
He's not doing all that weird butt
exactly.
None of that.
When we put them into captivity, it's going to be done with class. It's going to be done with order. But they're still going to get beat with that rod of iron.
You gotta realize that we the salt of the earth. So what you did was just on some weird shit.
Yeah.
But what we did, what we gonna do, this right here,
right.
It's gonna be way more worse because you gotta realize the salt of the earth, right? So what we do, we always make things better. We always make things more trendy. So even when it comes to vengeance, it's gonna be way better than what you ever could have thought with that feeble little carnal mind. Right?
And then with the spiritual power behind it. got
I
it.
got Revelations 18:6 to back it up.
Okay.
It says, reward her as she rewarded you, and double her double according to her works, in the cup which she hath filled to her double. In the NLT it says, do to her as she has done to others. Double her penalty for all her evil deeds. She brewed a cup of terror for others, so brew twice as much for her.
Yeah.
So that's just going to what we were just saying. Yeah, you may have thought you cooked up some terror. You thought you really cooked that up, right? Nah, you ain't had no salt to it. Let me really show you how to get that thing going. Let me really how to show you make a person really feel like, dang, I should have never did that.
And you think too, because this is mainly speaking on Babylon the Great. You know what I'm saying? Like it said in the previous verse, their sins have reached unto the heaven. And it said, because what did they do over here? Basically, they raped, robbed, murdered our people, and it was, this land was built upon blood, you know. And like I think it's in the book of Numbers, it said that land should only be cleansed by the blood of that person who shed it. Loosely paraphrasing. So the Lord is gonna. It said the day of the Lord, the slain of the Lord is gonna be many. So He's gonna bring death even before the kingdom of heaven, or in transition to the kingdom of heaven, you know. And then, hey, because they're two-time losers. Those that be here in Babylon the Great, the Edomites and the other nations, they're going to get pelted with flames. And then in the kingdom of heaven, they get birthed back. They're going to be straight born into captivity, slavery. You got it, bro.
This is Ezekiel 35:6, because based off what the brother's going to, it says, therefore as I live, saith the Lord Yahweh, I'll prepare thee unto blood, and blood shall pursue thee. Since thou hast not hated blood, even blood shall pursue thee. And in NLT it says, as surely as I live, says the sovereign Lord, since you showed no distaste for blood, I will give you a bloodbath of your own. Your turn has come. Your turn has come, Esau. And all you other heathens too, but
mainly, yeah.
So since you want to spill our blood left and right, because hey, it was in your power to so-called do so, right? When our affliction came to the end, you want to further it, right? I bet. Since you like to taste it, let's see how you like when it's your own.
Right.
Let's see how you get down with it.
God.
Let me get the other one for you. You want Jeremiah? Which one you want? The 30 first? Or?
Yeah, get the 30 because you hit on it.
You said 30 and what? 15?
16. Yeah, you can start at 16. That's the point.
Jeremiah 30:16. It says, therefore, all they that devour thee shall be devoured. And all thine adversaries, every one of them, shall go into captivity.
Right.
And they that spoil thee shall be a spoil. And all that prey upon thee will I give for a prey.
Yep.
So pretty much it's saying everything that you did is going to turn back on your head. That's just like in Obadiah when it was reading off your judgment. This is going to Esau, Edom, like we said, it's still for the other heathens. It says, for thy hatred, I'm gonna get it. Against
thy brother Jacob.
Yep.
Yeah.
Shame shall cover thee.
Yep. And then it said too, like the brother had mentioned in the Psalms 83 or 83rd chapter, it gives off the nation. And like it tells you in the book of Maccabees, what nation have not partaken in the getting of her spoils, loosely paraphrasing. So all the nations are gonna get it, man.
It may be going to the different route, but in Judges it shows you all the ones he saved us from.
Yeah.
So that was really much still listing all the ones that were a part of our oppression, part of our downfall.
That's slavery,
right. So then it also says in the end of Obadiah, it says Obadiah 1:18. It says, "And the house of Jacob shall be a fire, and the house of Joseph a flame, and the house of Esau for stubble." What is stubble? It's fuel for the fire.
Right.
Right. Did not the Lord say that first He shall send fishers of men, but then He shall send hunters? Who is He hunting? He's not going to hunt the people He just fished. Nah. He's going to hunt the ones that will hunt Him.
Right.
When the predator becomes the prey.
God. The tables are going to turn.
God. The game ends when they stand up. Right. So it says, and they shall kindle in them and devour them. Going back to what the brother just wanted me to bring out in Jeremiah 30:15. Those that devour thee shall be devoured. Right. It says, and they shall not be any remaining of the house of Esau, for the Lord has spoken it. So this is really for Esau, Edom, because you're the front runner. You're the front runner. You're the mascot of this shit.
God.
Now all you other heathens, y'all gonna get y'all shit too, but it's not gonna be as bad.
Because after 1,000 years, the judgment Esau, they're gonna be done away with. You know, they're gonna be rounded up, burnt up, you know, and eradicated from the earth. Because I just read one in the book of Psalm.
Paraphrase.
I think this is it. This is Psalm 9 and 6. It says, I'll read in the NLT. It says, the enemy is finished in endless ruins. The cities you uprooted are now forgotten. It said, but the Lord reigns forever, executing judgment from his throne. And that's exactly what's going to happen. Oh, he's doing it now. He brings his judgment forth every morning, like the scriptures say. But what? In that judgment, he's going to send his son. He's sending his son to do his bidding, along with the angels, to enact that judgment, that vengeance, you know what I'm saying, to America and the different parts of the earth, you know what I'm saying, for the, what it say? For the controversy of Zion.
Everything just getting in place. Mm-hmm. All the pieces are getting set up. But when it comes, it's going to come hard.
Yep.
It ain't going to be no sweet day. That's why I love Amos. Because Amos not only goes for the Israelites, but it also goes for you heathen, because you heathen think the Lord is coming back to save all.
Right.
You heathen are confused, delusional. Yeah. That's why it says, what is the day of the Lord for you? Because the day of the Lord is different for everybody. Everybody's going to have a different part in the day of the Lord. Some people are going to get saved. Mm-hmm. Some people are going to get slaughtered. Right? What side do you fall on? Now, if you're a heathen, it's not even one side you fall on. It's how you fall.
Right, it's rap.
It says it's not going to be no glory in that day, no joy. It says there's not the day of the Lord be darkness.
And not light.
Very dark and no brightness in it. It's not going to be no hope for you. It's not going to be no kumbaya, my Lord. No, not for you. Mm-hmm. That's not going to happen. I got that Jeremiah 10 and 25.
And then if you had anything else.
Yeah, I got one more. It says, pour out thy fury upon the heathen that know thee not, upon the families that call not on thy name, for they have eaten up Jacob and devoured him and consumed him and have made his habitation desolate.
Yeah, like the brother literally just said. I said, pour out thy fury upon the heathen that know thee not. They don't know the Lord, but they really and they have a false image, a false representation that they worship. You know what I'm saying? Jesus Christ, thinking that the Most High loves everybody and that they're going to be saved, delivered. He's going to come with, which he is coming with the peace, but not for you. He's coming for peace for the ones that didn't have no peace on this side. You know what I'm saying? The Israelites, Jacob, and mainly the elect.
It's crazy how quickly y'all switched up, because back then, demon-like power, I forgot what they call it.
Allah Shadja.
Exactly. So you went from running from that name to now you thinking he gonna save you. Mm-hmm. It's still the same name. Yeah. You still gonna get it.
And like you said, his name is dreadful among the heathen. You know what I'm saying? So, and that's how you know too. No, because no heathen is calling upon Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. There's no way. They might be calling on Jesus Christ, a false god, because that's what they worship. All their gods that they worship are no gods.
You'll never hear heathen say Yahweh Bashem Yahushua.
Right.
They go, what? Are you Muslim?
What is that?
Revelation 16, I'm starting verse 15, and it says, and the kings of the earth, and the great man, and the rich man.
What was it? It's a lock. What was it?
Revelation 6 and 15.
Oh, 6. Okay.
It says, and the kings of the earth, and the great man, and the rich man, and the chief captains, and the mighty man, and every bondman, and every free man, hid themselves in the den, in the rocks of the mountains. What does this mean? We know what this means. This is y'all bunkers. Y'all think y'all finna escape that judgment. Mm-hmm. Yeah, this is what y'all doing now. Why y'all making everybody feed this bread and circus? You trying to go underneath the mountains and build yourself up just like in the Kingsman. So when stuff does pop up, you're gonna be safe from it and rise like a phoenix out the ashes. No, it ain't happening. That goes back to the hunters once again. Mm-hmm. It's the reason why it's called a hunter. What does a hunter do? He has to find his prey. It's not gonna be hard to find your prey, because we're going to have that upgrade. When we get that upgrade, we're going to be able to see through things. We're going to have enhanced smells. Mm-hmm. We're going to smell that wicked ass.
Coming for you.
Oh, yeah, it's a bunch of them all in there. God. How you know? I smell it. It says, they hid themselves in the dens and the rocks of the mountains, and said to the mountains and rocks, fall on us and hide us from the face of him that sitteth on the throne and the wrath of the Lamb. For the great day of his wrath is come, and who shall be able to stand? Yep. None of you gonna be able to stand. None of you heathen. 144, call Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. None of you heathen gonna be able to stand, man. In that day, it's literally pretty much just when it's gonna happen.
Yeah.
It's not, maybe it's not gonna happen. No, it's just a matter of time till you get ripped out of that rock and put them shackles back on. Because a lot of y'all gonna be first round draft picks. Y'all love streaming the first round draft. We gonna stream it for y'all. Right?
Yeah,
You gonna be in it.
Yeah, started with the elites.
You got anything else you want?
Since you said, just wrote one more. It said, what's that? Psalms 110, I think.
I'll read it for you. I'll tell you what.
Matter of fact, I think it's 149. Just straight to the point. You can start at 6.
Psalms 149 and verse 6. Let the high praises of Yahweh be in their mouth, and a two-edged sword in their hand, to execute vengeance upon the heathen and punishment upon the people.
Yep.
But what that's going into right there, it says, one, we're going to be cutting down y'all society with this word. Right? That's the first part of it. We got to break you down spiritually. The more we bring out this word, the more and more your kingdom is crumbling. And that's going to fuck you up in your head, because it's going to be like, damn, this is a reality. That pride may still kick in, but you only can be so prideful. You still got to back your head. You know this is going to happen. You try to say it's not going to happen, you have nightmares about it. They put it in the movies. Madam's Web. The man was scared because he seen the future of what was to come to him. But the Lord, he's not only showing you in visions, he's writing it in a book.
Yep.
One, for us to run off of this thing and pretty much prophesy, but for you to understand, because you know that your so-called intelligent self is going to want to read and understand what's going on, but you're still not going to. But you are going to understand. You know who you are, and you know what your judgment is. You can't outrun that thing, man. Let me get Jeremiah 51, because of what that just said.
I'll grab it. You can, if you can, bring up the direction. Look up Washington Park. I got it for you though. It's Jeremiah 51 and 20. It says, "Thou art my battle axe and weapons of war. For with thee will I break in pieces the nations, and with thee will I destroy kingdoms."
So the same people who you was like, you guys are the people of the Lord, gonna be the same people that he used to put a rod of iron on your ass. The same people that you were pretty much putting down, gonna be the same ones that confound you. You have to understand, my battle axe, that's not something. What do you do with a battle axe? We ain't coming to team. No, we're gonna dance in your blood. Didn't I say blood up to the bridle, the horse's bridle?
Yeah.
You gotta realize what that day is to come. That the Lord, Ezekiel 35 showed you a whole day. He said, "I shall fill your mountains with your slain men." It's gonna be straight hell for you, man. Open season.
Yep, slaughter. Calm.
That's all I had.
Back in, I'll just read these two out. It says Psalm 149 and 8. Well, starting back at 7, it says, "To execute vengeance upon the heathen and punishments upon the people, to bind their kings with chains and their nobles with fetters of iron." So all your top elites, your illuminated ones, like they say in the society, you know what I'm saying, the top banking families, starting with the heads of Esau, Edom, and Amalek, and their nobles with fetters of iron, basically shackles, man. They're getting put into slavery, like we had opened up with. "He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity." It says, verse 9, "To execute upon them the judgment written." Right, like the brother was saying, everything is already written, man, and it's really going to be completed in times to come, because the Lord is not a man that he should lie. His word does not go out void. It says, "This honor have all his saints." So all his saints are going to be having that, what's the word I'm looking for? Privilege of seeing you in slavery, because you put us in slavery. It says, "Praise ye the Lord," and praise Yahweh, and call the law Yahweh Bashem Yahushai for that. You know, so that it, bro. So with that, Lord willing, this was edifying and exhorting onto the hopeful elect. Again, we want to give all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakakwadash. Double honors again to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone. Shalom, Wa, Kwam Yasharal.